My sorrow cuts in silence, sharp as a trembling chord, and every breath inside me aches in ways I can't afford. Where all my thoughts and memories, a world that wasn't true, or just a fading tremor of a life I never knew. Everything falls apart, shadows pulling at the seams, and I questioned if the quiet stillness remembered any dreams. Let me breathe through this cycle, though the weight begins to ache. These weren't my final whisper, just a mind the night could break. I step back from the edge, though the ache was loud within, for losing something sacred. We'll let the darkest shadows win. Let the ceiling watch my eyes when the night won't set me free. For I am weary of a mirror that won't show the truth of me. What once felt bright and breathing now sways in quiet grave. And the dreams I used to carry slowly folded themselves away. I held on to the silence when the world began to shake, knowing even shattered hearts still have something left to make. Cycle, though the weight begins to weigh. These weren't my final whispers, just a soul too close to break. I step back from the edge, though the ache was loud within, for losing what was sacred. We'll let the darkest shadows in. These weren't final wishes in a night too hard to take, not a longing to vanish, just a heart too wide to wake. I breathe again in quiet storms, even when dawn feels far away, and hold on to the simple truth: I will survive another day. Let me breathe through this cycle, though the weight begins to weigh, though every fragile echo felt too heavy not to break. I step back from the edge, though the storm pressed from within. A place strength can begin. I close my eyes when the ceiling roars in quiet dark. Let me see if my freedom is morning's arc.